Hi, Nikki Duffy here, choosingfortoday.com, and I wanted to share with you a way to create a Google Docs form which can look like a website. So if you don't have your own website, or if this is just a convenient way of doing things for you, it's free and it's really easy to use. So let's dive right in. Let's get started. Okay, you see I'm on the docs.google.com/forms, and you see Google Forms there. I will put the link in the I will put the link in so it's easy for you. Okay, so because I'd like to create a new form. So with this, you've got template gallery, you've got a selection of the latest forms that I may have used. And so I clicked on the template gallery. So now this gives you an overview of the different forms that you've got. So if you wanted to find a time, you wanted to create a form where people could book in a bar session with you, or contact you, or something like that. So you've got a choice of forms there. So I am going to go with I think it's the event registration. You can play around and see which one works best for you. Okay, so I clicked on start a new form, and this is what the new form looks like. It's event registration, and it has this picture already, and you can change it all. So let's, if you go to the color palette here and just click on there, you can pick any color there, and I'll click on that one, and you can see it automatically changes already. So you could, if you just wanted a plain color there, that would be fine. I'm going to go back to the color palette, click on that, and you can put your own image in there if you see down at the bottom there. So I'm going to click on the image, and it gives you a choice of themes. So you scroll down and you can pick one of theirs. You can pick something that's fun for you. Scroll down, and they've got different themes as well. So you've got lots of different, if you wanted something for a party, you could click on there and see the party themes, travel, sports, other, lots of different. I don't know why I clicked on that. So what I wanted to click on was upload photos. So if you saw my last video showing you how to create your own graphics on Canva, then you might want to create your own graphics for this on Canva and use that. And if that was the case, you could drag your photo there, or select it from your computer. You would have downloaded it and saved it to your computer, and then you just literally click on select a photo from your computer and upload it there. Click select, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to click on other, and I particularly like this butterfly, so I'm going to click on the nature with the butterfly and then go to select, and then it will come up in the theme. It says it's loading the theme now. So as it does that, there we go, it's doing that now, and you'll see, so it looks different, and I like it. If you don't like it, you can go to the color palette and change again. So I'm going to dive right into doing some questions. We'll come to responses later. So you'll see as I use the scroll bar at the side, you'll see this group of options moves along with it. So you can either change things in there, or you can use these to change things. You can add a video, add image, title and description, all those good things. Great for you to play around with, whatever works for you. So I'm going to change this wording here. So literally just click on there, and I want to highlight that and copy and paste some. So I've already got that highlighted, so I'm going to click copy, and I have to highlight it again and paste. So this is the wording I wanted. The first, yeah, so this form is all about what's stopping you building your access bars business. So, and so I am going to again delete all of that writing, just and put my own writing in there. So copy and paste. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer these questions. You answered with fabulous contribution, helping more people have more fun getting paid to share the magic of access bars and creating more consciousness on the planet with ease, joy and glory. I think I might have a space there. Will I have space there, or will it just make it too much? After the questions, I always do that. Questions. There we go. Make sure you get your spellings right. You get to choose the access book that you would like to receive in audio as a thank you for participating. What else is possible now? I think I will delete that space again. Let's see, is there any way I can... no. Okay, I'll leave that like that for now. It's a bit chunky. It's a bit bulky. So I can come back and play with that later if that works. So, it's already got set up, name, email, organisation. So for now, I'm just going to leave those first two as they are, and I am going to click in organisation, as I would like to highlight and delete that and change that wording. Now I didn't, so I haven't got that wording prepared. So what did I want to put there? It's how long have you, oh no, sorry about this. How long have you been qualified in access bars? Question mark. So short, so here, so you put in your question and then you have a choice of answers. So this one's already set up as a short answer text. Now if you'd like to change that, you go over to the side here and you see as I hover over things, you could put an image in there, which I don't want to at the moment. So I'd like to change that short answer. So you see this arrow there, you just click on the arrow and that gives you lots of options. So I can have a paragraph answer, multiple choice answer, checkboxes, drop down, all this good stuff. So for now, yeah, no, I wanted to keep that as a short answer. How long have you been qualified in access bars? It's not a lot of typing needed there. So, and you see here, you can also click to duplicate if you want to duplicate that, and you can click to delete this whole section square. And you can also choose whether you have that as a required question if people have to answer that, or you can click there and change it to so it's not required. So I would like all my questions are going to be required, and I don't know what that is. It's not relevant, so I'm going to move swiftly on. So it just goes to show you don't need to be a genius to be able to do this. Right, so next section. What days will you attend? So this is how, as the form is already set up. So this is not relevant. So this answer is an example of the checkbox answer. So I am going to change my question again, and this one I have already set up. So my first question is copy and paste. What is your biggest frustration related to building your access bars business? Now I could put in a multiple choice or checkboxes here, but I'd just like to know. I'm clicked paragraph because I'd like to people just tell me what their biggest frustration is, and I leave all that. I want it required and go on to the next. So what have I done? There we go. Scroll down to the next one, and here you'll see again an example of the multiple choice questions, and as you'll see, you can add pictures and you can remove individual questions and all that good stuff. So I'm going to again change that to a paragraph answer. and change the question here, put my own question in. So my second question is copy and paste into, there we go. What one issue in building your bars business do you have that is bugging you so much that you would love to pay someone else to sort it out? That is my question. And let's continue and scroll down and to the next section. So again, I want this to be a paragraph answer, and my next question is 3. What keeps you awake at night worrying? And paragraph. Okay, good. So now I've run out in the preset form that's already on the Google Docs form. I've run out of questions, so I could either, let's click duplicate and see what happens. There we go, and that's duplicated the above exactly, which is quite fun. So I've already got my paragraph answer set up, so I can delete that question and find my next question. There we go. Copy and paste that in. If I could wave a magic wand and create your perfect bars business for you right now, what would that look like? So we already have the paragraph, etc. I'm going to click duplicate again, and I'm going to click that a couple of times because I don't like working right at the bottom here. There we go. So I do want to keep what keeps you awake at night worrying, and that's the next one I want to keep. And then I just got a bit more wiggle room, so I like that. I'm going to delete that repeated question and go to my next super duper question, which is there. Copy and paste it in. What has stopped you from getting this done on your own before? i.e. not technically minded, don't have time, it's not fun for you, etc. Now, I could change that from a paragraph answer to a multiple choice. So I could, if I wanted to, put those in there, like, don't have time. And then just literally, that was, what's that called? The enter. I just pressed the enter key and it took me to the next one. No, not fun. And, you know, I could do it like that. And, you know, and you can add another or press the enter key. But I don't want to do that. I want to leave it for now as a paragraph, because then people can just tell me what it is that bugs them. And now I'm going to the next one. And so let's delete the duplicated thing. So we've just got a couple more. I'm going to copy and paste in, and we're nearly done. And I've just realized, what's your biggest concern about getting someone to help you with this? So again, it's already set up as a paragraph. I'm going to duplicate that. I like that. Quick duplication. Delete that question because it's a duplicate, and go to my very last question. Copy and paste that in. If this issue is solved and your Access Bars business was up and running the way you desired, describe what that would look like for you. How would your life change? So that's my final question. And now, so there we go. And I'd like that as a paragraph as well, so people can write as much as they'd like. So I duplicated one too many. So now this is a duplicate. So now I'm going to do something rather fancy, which could be fun for you. So first of all, I am going to delete that duplicate. And you'll see here it's come item deleted, and you can click undo if you didn't mean to do that, which is very handy. And now I'm going to go, yeah, let's go right to the top. So now we're right at the top, and we've filled out most of it. There we go. So, and now because I'm asking people to fill this form out, and I want them to concentrate on their answers first. So I do want them to give me their name and email. And you see where when I move the cursor around, it goes into like a little square like that. Let me see what happens if I click. Okay. So what I would like to do is I would like to move it. So I'm literally just what am I doing? So I've got that square showing, and what am I doing? I'm doing something left clicking with my mouse. Thank you very much. So I'm losing my words at the moment. There we go. I'm moving that down. So it's a way that you can create your document, and then if you want to change the answers around. So if I wanted to move this answer up, yes. There we go. So what's it looking like? Yes. So I've moved the name right down to the bottom now. And I've got my final question there. So if I wanted to move the questions around, and you know, you can do that. So what I want to do is move the email right to the bottom now. So I want the name first. There we go. So now, instead of having the name and email at the top, I've got the name and email at the bottom. And so I would like to add one last one. So I'm going to click on the email and click duplicate, because that's my favourite clicker at the moment. And I am going to create something rather exciting, which access book would you like to receive? Oh, sorry about typing. Which access book would you like to receive on audio? No, the audio version of to say thank you for participating. Have I spelled that correctly? So part of the offer that I'm creating with filling out this form is I'm offering as a thank you for people. It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? For filling out the form, I'm offering them a free download of a access book. So now I'm going to do the multiple choice question, and I'm sorry that I haven't got these answers pre-typed up. So I hope it's not too mind-numbing watching me type. Being you changing the world. That's one of the options. So rather than you having to watch me, oh my goodness, there's some great books that would you teach a fish to climb a tree? And what's some of the other? The Place by Gary Douglas. I'm going to finish filling that in later. So basically, you've got the idea of how, so you don't have to watch me type like a lunatic. So I'm going to add about I think there's about the choice about 7 access books on Audible that I can give to people for free as a thank you for filling out this form And so here now, let me show you. So I might change it about, but that's the basics of the form, and you can use it in a way that works for you. And also, okay, so there's another bit. So you see at the side here, you can add a section. So if I wanted to add another section, you see I clicked on add section there, and this untitled section came up, section 2 of 2. So if you wanted to add another section, that's what you can do, and I don't want that, so what shall I do? Let's click here. So you see I click those dots and I can delete, move the section, do all kinds of exciting things. So I'm going to delete that section, and again you've got the choice to undo the deletion if you made a mistake. So what did I want to show you? Ah, yes. So now when people come, they fill in, you get the answers, and they fill in their name and email. And what happens? What happens to those answers, you might be thinking? You might be saying, Nikki, what happens to those answers? So what happens is we click on the responses, and then you'll see it had loading responses, and so far there's been 0 responses because I've just created it and nobody knows about it. And you can click on here if you don't want to accept responses, which would be, I don't know why you would do that. So here you can click on this little symbol, and it offers to create a spreadsheet. So if you've got, say, 10 responses, they would all be listed here, and you can click on that, and it will create let's click on it now, let's go wild. Click on that, and you could create a new spreadsheet or select existing spreadsheet, and the answers would already be populated in your spreadsheet. So that is fabulous. I love that. So I'm going to go back to my responses. Let's see, what does that say again? Ah, yes, get email notifications of new responses, which is great. So when people click on so you'll give people a link, and they'll click on the link, and it'll come up like a web page looking like this, and they'll be able to fill out their responses. And if you choose, you can, so I'm going to click on get email notifications of new responses. So email notifications have been enabled. And so now when someone fills out the form, I will get an email to let me know they filled it out, and I'll be able to come here and say, oh, what did they fill out? So what else? Select response destination. Okay, so that's, I mean, I've gone on long enough now, so you can play with it in a way that works for you. I hope that's been helpful. And we'll go back to the questions. And so now I have this, and you can go to the eye on the top there and click on that and preview it. So this is creating a preview. And here is my completed form. And so it shows you what people will see when they click on the link. So they will see this beautiful butterfly. They won't see this bit. To edit, so even from here you can edit this form, but they won't see that. So this is just a preview, and you'll see your beautiful form. You'll see your first questions and the type of answer that you have available, and you can keep on scrolling right down until you get to the bottom, and after they filled it in, you'll see there's a submit button, and once they submit that, let's just go wild and click on that, see what's happened. Okay. And so I click submit, but I hadn't filled out all the questions, which of course they're all required. So it's not letting me submit it, but also it's just a preview. So I will go back to my original. So this is where I've created it, and all the changes have been saved. So now, what does this say? Settings. I don't think that's okay. Okay, so I clicked in settings and it says collect email addresses. So yes, I do want to collect email addresses. So this is asking you, do you want to send a response to your recipients? So for instance, if you've got a coaching business and you've asked them coaching questions before your next coaching session, you could click yes, send them the response so they know what they've said, and you've got different options that you can do. So that's not relevant to me. They don't need a response. So I do want to collect the emails. And do I need to scroll down here and see what else? No, we don't. So settings are all set, and now let's see what happens when I click on send. Send form. So this has given me choices of how I can send the form. So I could send it via email, and I can put in email address. Fabulous. And then that's great. So let's just play with this. So this is my email address. So you see I clicked to send an email address and it came up with mine. So if I chose to send this to myself, which you could send yourself, and you'll see what you get. The subject is what's stopping you building, which is the name of my form. And then the message is I've invited you to fill out a form. Which, as you can see, I clicked on that and it's changeable. So play with it and do it as you choose. I just want to send it via a link. So there's the link, send via. I clicked on the link and here is the link. So as you see, that's a really long link. So it's given the option of shorten URL. Click on shorten URL and that gives us a fabulous shortened URL, which I am now going to copy and paste in the description that goes with this video. So thank you so much. So you can see the form and feel free to fill it out if it's fun for you. I would love that. So thank you so much for watching me. This has gone on longer than I expected, so I appreciate you hanging on till the end. I hope it's been helpful, and please put in the comments if there's anything else you'd like me to do a video on that might be useful to you, a how-to video on any aspect of building your business. So again, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.